Police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
Raiders versus Dolphins. And this is the game plan. What's good? What's good? What's good? YouTube, what's good? Raider Nation, we are in the building. And yes, we are got to talk about this game plan. We are just coming off of the bye week. Whew. Is anybody else glad that we had a bye week? I'm saying, as much as we like to watch the Raiders play football and see our guys out there on a week-to-week basis, I'm kind of glad we got a little break. Right. Let me know if I'm the only one that felt that way. Now, anyway, we are in the building and we got to talk about the game plan against the Miami Dolphins. That's right. We are taking our talents to South Beach. If you know, you know. All right. For sure. So, hey, look, here I go. I'm not even I'm going way ahead. I'm on the freeway with no car, and I forgot to give y'all the Raider Twuan brown cracker salute. Remember, there is no Raider Twuan without the congregation, and there is no congregation without the Raider Nation. Blessings to everybody out there. And while we at it, if you're a part of, man, I'm smacking these brown crackers because they're so good. While we at it, if you're a part of the congregation, you already know what to do.
Fucking Stizan.
Twuan, hit that like button. Why? Because I like you.
That's right. Go ahead and hit that like button. And hey, if you like the Raiders, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay? It's easy to do. It's free to do. Hey, it ain't costing you nothing but just pushing the button. Go ahead and subscribe. All right. Oh, people are waiting for me to say it. Quit playing with yourself. Subscribe. All right. Hey, look, we have to get into the game plan. And obviously, we're going against the Dolphins, and there's players that we have to look out for. Players to watch out for. Talking about this offensively and defensively, and we're going to talk about the Miami Dolphins at this time. So, players to look out for on the Dolphins side is obviously their quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. He has been injured for the past couple of weeks. He just came back against the Rams. So, you know, there are some things to definitely look out for to see how he maneuvers throughout the game. You know, watch his mobility, maybe see if he lost a step, maybe he lost something, right? We definitely need to keep an eye out on Tua Tagovailoa in the quarterback position. Now, also, with that being said, you have Tyreek Hill. Now, Tyreek Hill is obviously AKA Cheetah, right? And he's got that name because he's one of the faster players in the league. There is other players out there that are fast, but he's classified himself as one of the faster players in the league. Now, my personal opinion in regards to not Tua Tagovailoa, but Tyreek Hill, is he hasn't really had that monster game that a lot of people have classified as a Tyreek Hill game, right? There's always, if you watch the scope of the NFL, you'll know, okay, Tyreek had his monster game, against so and so team. He has not had that as of yet. So with that being said, that is definitely someone to keep an eye out on, whether he's not up to where he is as a wide receiver, or he all of a sudden has his Tyreek Hill, moment against us. That is definitely someone to definitely take a look at. All right, so breaking down again, another player is their running back, Devon Achane. Achane. I've heard it said so many different times, but he's definitely their running back to look out for. Very speedy running back. He is also a guy that can run in between tackles, but he's really dangerous, and they use him a lot out in space. So that's going to be something to definitely defensively, we're going to have to keep an eye out on that, especially with us statistically. And actually, as of up to this point, we have not been well at stopping the run. We've had some games here and there where we looked good and had some spots here and there, but overall as a team, we have not played our best in stopping the run. So Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, and these are just some of their bigger names to definitely look out for. Devon Achane, and I'll throw in another one just as a bonus, is definitely their tight end, Jonnu Smith. He has he's not a household name when it comes to tight ends, but he is one of those guys that has some speed to him, can get really shaky in space, and can cause some damage if we don't keep an eye out also on that. Now, defensively for them, I always put out, Ramsey, because Ramsey is that, he's not the Ramsey of old, but he still is definitely someone to keep an eye out on for the Dolphins. Okay. Another guy to look out for and people to watch out for, I'm actually going to switch from the Dolphins to the Raiders. Players to watch out for. Okay. Players to look out for on the Raiders is Jacorian Bennett. Yes, Jacorian Bennett. Jacorian Bennett is actually going to have to hold, is actually going to have to take a task, that is going to be a little different for him, but I think it's going to be something that he's going to be able to keep up with. Now, not only do they have speed with Tyreek Hill, but they also have speed with with their wide receiver, Jalen Waddle. Okay. So with that being said, there's going to be speed on both sides. So whether it's Jacorian Bennett on Tyreek Hill, or whether it's Jacorian Bennett on Waddle, he's going to have to use his speed. Now, the benefit of Jacorian Bennett is, and one of the things that was one of the plus in regards to Jacorian Bennett when we drafted him, was that he was a speedy corner. I don't technically have his 40 time to be exact, but I believe he ran similar close to a 4.3 in the 40 time, and he's definitely going to need that to some extent against these wide receivers. Now, Jacorian Bennett has been up to this point for the Raiders. He's been one of those guys that has got his hand, in combat to block, the wide receiver from catching the ball. I believe personally, I think the next step for Jacorian Bennett is to actually get his hands fully on a ball and intercept one. And again, we have not seen that as of yet. But again, I think he is in the neighborhood, obviously, to make that specific play. Now, that's the only guy right now that I have on defense. There is other guys that we can always look at and always, call out. We can call out Divine Diablo on this game. We can call out, Trayvon Merrick, and those are guys definitely you can definitely take a look out on. But I'm looking at offense on my next couple of players here, and I'm actually looking at JPJ. Okay, Jackson Powers Johnson. That's right. Jackson Powers Johnson is going to go into his second stint of starting center for us, and I think he did pretty well the last game that he had. Obviously, he's going to have a good task against him this week because the Dolphins' defensive line as a group is they get at it. Even with losing a guy that's injured for us, which is Christian Wilkins, right? JPJ is a rookie. And again, like I always say, rookies make rookie mistakes, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how he moves, how he progresses in his second opportunity to be our starting center. Okay. The next person that I'm looking at is also a guy that's coming back off of a period of a break, and that is Michael Mayer, the tight end. Yeah, tight end Michael Mayer, our second round pick coming out, not this past year, but the year after that. So this is his second year as coming in the league. So he's our sophomore tight end coming off of some time off. I don't want to get all the way into that and make it a super long for Michael Mayer, but he's coming off a break, and it's going to be interesting to see how he is off of a break. Is he rusty, or is he actually still up to speed after taking multiple weeks off? So we'll see how that works. Now, my dream situation, and I'll say this as a romantic Raider, you guys can put a hashtag on that if you guys want. But as a romantic Raider, I would love to see Michael Mayer, after all that he's been through these past couple of weeks, get a touchdown. So I will be looking for that. That would be a wonderful story per se for Michael Mayer in his first week back with the team. Also, with that being said, because of the patience of the Raiders organization with Michael Mayer, not like I said, not going fully into the story, but the patience that the organization has had with Michael Mayer, that might also be a little fuel for him to, build up and actually get better and want to play harder for the Raiders. The next thing is not even I don't have a name for it, but I'm definitely going to be looking at the running backs just in their totality. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have made a change at our offensive coordinator, and that because of that does not give me the full go as to say that Alexander Madison, who has been our starting running back of these past couple of weeks, I don't know if he will be that guy for us moving forward. It might actually go back to Zamir White, So that's why I said for the players to look out for. I'm just looking at our running backs, whether it is Madison under our new offensive coordinator Scott Turner, or is it Zeus and this running group, going at it. So those are going to be the players definitely to look out for. Now, let me know down in the comment section who you think we should be looking out for on our offense, defense, Raiders, and also the Dolphins. And also make sure to take your time and hit that like button while you guys are at it. Now, we're going to go into our defense. Okay. What is the game plan for our defense? Let me pull that up for you guys. If you guys like the Raiders, go ahead and subscribe. Talking about the defense, you guys already know I say it all week, every week, and I mean it, because we got to start there. We got to stop the run, especially with Devin A-Chain. Sometimes they use Raheem Mostert as their running back, and he has been a talented running back in this league. He has been a force with the Niners. He moved over to the Dolphins I think this is his second or third year with the Dolphins. So that is definitely another name to take a look out for and to watch, right? So we got to stop the run. And like I say it all the time, and they will, because the coaching that they have over there, if their coach can run the ball all day, they will. Okay. Especially with Tua not being really the best of throwing. He's not in a place or a position where he's actually really shredding people. But again, they have a good balance on their offensive scheme. And it's going to be important that we start with stopping the run. Now, I will say, moving forward into our defensive setup, that we definitely need to be disruptive up front. It's going to be imperative in all aspects. You got to be disruptive in the run. You know what I'm saying? Plugging up those gaps and dominating and making your presence be known in whatever area you're responsible for. But also, you are got to be disruptive up front with Tua Tagovailoa. He would like to push the ball down the field in most cases with Tyreek Hill and Waddle. So we cannot give him all day to figure out where he wants to throw the ball. That's going to be a very important part of our game, a part of our defense. We got to be disruptive up front, and it just cannot be Max Crosby. We know what Max Crosby is going to bring to the table. We know that Max Crosby is going to be coming fresh and ready to go. But the rest of the guys got to be ready to go. Tyree Wilson got to be ready to go. Adam Butler's got to be ready to go. Levon Chason has to be ready to go. And it's going to be for all of those guys to be disruptive up front. Okay. Gotta do it. You got to do it, and you got to do it. Also, with that being said, with Tua Tagovailoa, yes, he is a passer of the game, but it's important for us to be gap disciplined. In order for us to be gap disciplined, that means that we're not just rushing all wild, but let's have one of those collapsing pockets for Tua Tagovailoa. We can't have one of those situations where a guy's rushing to the left and the guard that's next to him is rushing, or tackle that's rushing the guard is rushing to the right. It has to be a uniform type of rush. And also, along with the rush, they have to collapse around Tua Tagovailoa. It's going to be important to do that because he will use his legs. That's why, if those know Tua Tagovailoa, that's one of the reasons why he has been in the situations that he's been in because he runs the ball. So that is definitely definitely a point to address, is definitely being gap discipline. Okay. That is important for us to be gap disciplined throughout the whole situation. Also, defensively, stick to your assignment. Okay. And tackle. Okay. Stick to your assignment and tackle, especially with the Dolphins, because the Dolphins schematically on their offensive side of the ball, they use a lot of eye candy. And what I mean by eye candy is it's a situation where they do a lot of trickery with sweeps and movements, and the quarterback's doing this, but he's actually throwing it behind himself. And there's a lot of things that you got to keep your eyes really disciplined, but also sticking to your assignment. If you're supposed to be in a certain area, make sure you're covering that certain area, because in that trickery, Tua Tagovailoa is also looking at where those gaps are. So if you shift out of your zone, you know what I'm saying, if you're playing zone or whatever your assignment may be, then he's going to be looking to exploit that. So you definitely we have to defensively stick to our assignments. And hey, I put it in capitals, and you guys already know what I say. This is our new saying over here, and you guys can put it in the chat. Bring your tackle box, okay? You got to bring your tackle box. And when I say bring your tackle box, I mean you got to tackle, okay? Bring that tackle with you. Bring that tackle box with you. And we're definitely going to need that. We're going to have to wrap up some of these speedy guys, not giving them those, we might allow them to catch the ball, but you know what I'm saying, don't give them that yard, don't give those yards after catch. You know what I'm saying? We got to limit them in some capacity. Of course, we don't want them to catch the ball, but if they do catch the ball, let's not give them the yards after the catch. And that goes to sticking to the assignment and tackling, or shall I say, bringing your tackle box. Offense and defense, you guys already know. Hey, capitalize on turnovers. Anytime we get a turnover, we got to turn those into points. We cannot have any open, turnovers that do not turn into points. I love the 6 and 7 points. That's where I love it to be. A touchdown. But if we can even get 3 out of a turnover, that helps us in the point turnover and points, right? We definitely have to have some take that points, and you guys know I say that a lot. Have those take that points. You know what I'm saying? Interception, take that 7. Okay, that's what we want to do offensively and defensively. Okay, gotta capitalize on turnovers. All right. So we talked about the defense, okay? We talked about the defense. We talked about hold on. There we go. Sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it does not want to. All right. Anyway, we talked about the defense. Now we are moving to the offense. But hey, go ahead and hit that like button. Why? Because I like you. All right. Hit that like button. All right. And we got to talk about the offense. Okay. The offense. What are we going to do offensively against the Dolphins? What are we going to do? Let me know. And also, you guys, let me know what you guys want to, what do you think we should do defensively? Let me know down in the comment section what we should do defensively as we move on into our offense, and what we should do with our offense. Okay. Offensively, get that run game going. Run, homie, run. Okay. With the new offensive coordinator, Scott Turner, we also have a new offensive line coach, Joe Philbin. Okay. We got Philbin in there, and we know Philbin knows how to coach teams up. Okay. So they coming off of the bye. Let's see how this offensive line works, and let's see how see if our run game improves. Okay, let's see if our run game improves, and that's why we have to run. We can't bail away from the run, but we can't be too hard-headed in the run. I'm saying that, and being very honest, right? You want to run to be respectful, right? Because you still want to have a little play action there, right? Play action is predicated off the run. You got to run a little bit in order to get that play action going, right? But if that run game is not working, don't just stay and keep running the ball. Okay. We gotta go with what works, right? And also, with that being said, the opposite side, right? If the run game is cooking, let it be a hibachi grill. All right. If it's cooking, let it be a cookout. All right. You know what I'm saying? Let that running game run all day. All right. Let's do that. Let's be mindful. And I'm talking a little bit about the coaching, but let's be mindful of where we are. Let's be realistic and let's get it done. But it all has to start with running the ball. Okay. Set your presence. Let the front be let them know that this is what we want to do against you, and you guys got to try to stop us in the run game. All right. Also, keep the QB clean. Okay. They're going to use Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew is going to be our starting quarterback against the Dolphins. Coach Antonio Pierce has said that is not etched in stone. He said that's what we got for right now. In my translation, but that's pretty much what he said in the press conference. So we got to keep the quarterback clean. That's how we're going to be able to move the ball. That's how we're going to be able to get our offense going. And it's going to be up to the quarterback to deliver a good ball. That's our hope, is that our quarterback delivers a good ball after presenting him with a fairly decent quarterback pocket. Okay, so we got to keep the QB clean. We know that the success of the Raiders and the success of our offense is going to be predicated on keeping that quarterback clean. Now, how, after that quarterback's clean and after we're running the ball and now we can get some offense going, where should we attack the field? We should attack them in the middle and exploit their linebackers. Now, they do have some talented linebackers, but they're not as talented as I believe as their secondary. Okay. So you want to see what you can do by attacking the middle. Use whoever, right? I would say, especially for this game, you got Brock Bowers that you can use down the middle. You can use Michael Mayer that just came back. Your tight end, right? You can use him right down the middle of their defense. I would say that would be where we should really take a look at in regards to attacking this team. I would not dare try to attack them on the boundaries, on the outsides with Jalen Ramsey and their cast in their secondary. Like I said, I believe the weakness of their defense is actually their linebackers. So offensively, it would be nice for us to attack the middle because I believe that there is something there for us to definitely take advantage of. Now, I will also say this, and I say this pretty much every week. No turnovers, please, okay? We've been one of those teams that have turned the ball over too many times. And when I say too many times, we do that at least twice a game, if not more. Now, we got to clean that up. Especially if we're planning to win games, if we're trying to capitalize on the game against the Dolphins, we got to be mistake free, and mistake free means turnover free. Okay? No turnovers. We don't make turnovers, but we take advantage of turnovers. Okay? Simple as that. Okay? So, no interceptions, no fumbles coming from our offense. Okay? Let's play some clean ball. Okay? And I think that if we play clean, I think we'll even be closer to a win. Now, that's what I got for the offense, okay? That is what I got for the offense. Let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on the offense. Let me know what you're feeling about the offense. What do we got to do offensively? Maybe I said something that you want to add to, the game plan for the team. So definitely put that down in the comment section. Whether you're watching it live or watching the replay, let me know your Raider gospel on the offense. Now, you guys know I talk about offense, I talk about defense, players to watch out for. Okay, I talk about defense. I talk about that good old offense. Okay, but I also got to talk about coaching. Okay, gotta talk about the coaching, dog. Okay, now with the coaching, I only got 1 point, and it's a strong point. 1 point and a strong point. Make adjustments. Okay, make the proper adjustments. Simple as that. Make the adjustments. Now, that's why this game is going to be very interesting to watch, because you have Scott Turner out there as a new offensive coordinator for us. Norv Turner is there to assist him, and Joe Philbin is going to be on our offensive line. Now, it's going to be important that whatever they're coaching and whatever they're seeing to exploit these Dolphins based, and even maybe some of the things that I said on this live, it's going to be important for them to make those proper adjustments. If something's not working, find something else. You know what I'm saying? Don't get so hard-headed, you know what I'm saying, on one thing. Don't get to a place where we're monotonous or, doing the same thing and it's not working. Okay. Please, with your adjustments, please, I don't want to see a run pass. Okay. I don't want to see a run on first down and we only get 1 yard. Then we run the ball again. Oh no, somebody held. So now we're 2nd and 19. And then you run the ball, and now it's 2nd and 18, and then now you want to pass the ball on 3rd and 16. I think I did the math right. If I didn't do the math right, just blame public school. Now, anyway, but I don't want to see that type of situation. So, coaching. Please make the proper adjustments. Now, that can be scheme, but that can also be personnel. If there's somebody out there that ain't doing their job, if there's somebody that's out there that ain't tackling, if there's somebody that's out there that is stinking it up, go to the next person. Okay? We got to make the proper adjustments. Whatever it is that we got to do in order to win this game, make the proper adjustments. And it's going to be on our coaching. Okay? Now, I'll let you guys know that's what I got. My final thoughts in regards to this game, they're going to have to, definitely they're going to have to buckle down. It is a 10 o'clock game. Not saying that is a major factor. Not saying that should be the reason why we lost the game, because it was an early game. We should go in there and take care of business. Okay. So, it is imperative that that when we get out there, whether it's our defense that's on the field first or our offense, we got to come with the energy. Okay. Come with the energy, come with the intensity. I think this is another game that is possible to win. Again, I tell you guys that sometimes I be honest with you and say, hey, we about to get ready because it might get ugly. And this also could be that way too. It's really a flip of the coin at the moment with this team of we look like we can win, but then there's times where it's like, it ain't happening. Okay. So be ready for both. But I think this is definitely a winnable game because I don't believe the Dolphins are playing their best ball. And when an NFL team is not playing their best ball, no matter where or where the rankings are or whatever, another team can beat them. Okay. So, and then on the flip side, because I like to look at both sides of the spectrum. It's a winnable game for us, but on the flip side, it can be very ugly for us if we don't take care of what we need to take care of, right? If we don't go out there with the intensity like we want to play this game or like we want to win this game, we will get beat. Even with the team, like I said, not playing their best ball. So it is very important that we definitely take a look at those things and exploit all areas of the game. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see you guys in there. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Annie Garza is in the building. I see you guys. What are your expectations for the Minshew and Turner? Oh, under Turner play calling. That is a good question. I'm going to put that up on the screen. What I think is, to be honest with you, I think it's going to be kind of similar. They can't change the playbook, okay? They cannot change the playbook. So it would be, and I'll just say this, they can change the playbook, but it'll be disaster, okay? It would be like, okay, halfway through the season, new playbook, no, we got to, it's easier just to keep the same terminology, right? So, the playbook, and, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to break this down for you. I'll say this first, and then I'll go into what I think, okay? Now, I don't believe offensively that our playbook was bad. I think it was the person that was actually calling the plays out of the playbook. I think what was in the playbook was actually good. There were some things there was even some things with Getsy that I saw and I was, oh, that's good. That's a good play. You know what I'm saying? And even when Minshew was, throwing the ball and not being accurate, or dumping it off, and I go back and look at film, there was a wide receiver that was open. You know what I'm saying? And open for a touchdown or open for, some bigger yards. So the offense playbook is not bad. It was kind of who was calling sequence-wise, the issue with that. So I'm looking for, with Turner, a better call of what's being played being called out of the playbook. Because we know the playbook can be like this, but I need Turner to say, okay, this is what's working. We ain't doing this, but we're going to do that one. Okay. So he's going to have to break all that down. I think, and I'm hopeful that Minshew's play actually gets a little bit elevated because of some of the moves that have happened, not only just with Turner, but with his dad coming in, a guy that has a lot of experience being an offensive coordinator. He was a head coach, but he was really strong as an offensive coordinator. And Joe Philpin, who's actually on our offensive line, that's breaking down, even our offensive line and the technicalities on perfecting our offensive line even better. There's, to be honest with you, with our offensive line, there's some guys that are actually talented, but they're young on our offensive line. They're there's times when you look at the stats after the game, you'll see that certain guys on the offensive line actually was playing well. You know what I'm saying? But as a group, they weren't playing well. Now, that's going to be on Joe Philbin to actually unite them and get them together. And actually, like I said, he had a bye week to, at least a week, an extra week to work with them on that. And hopefully, my hope is that Minshew's play elevates a little bit more. And I think the plays that are going to be called are actually going to make sense. Because, like I said, when Getsy was out there, some of those calls did not make sense. And if you heard me talking about the make adjustments, I was kind of talking about the offense in that, where, the run, pass. How many times did we see that sequence, go forth in the game? So definitely, Annie, that was a great question in regards to, the relationship. What do you think? What I think about Minshew against Turner? I think with Minshew, Minshew's play is going to be a little bit better. But again, that's just my hope. We shall see, right? That is definitely also too something to take a look at and keep an eye out on. I got you, Detroit. I got a little time. Let me do that now. There you go. The link is in the chat for those that may want to come on and, talk about the game. I like to try to keep things on topic for those that are listening and watching. I like to keep this channel, for the most part, Raiders football or just football in general. I do kind of go off into some positive motivational speaking every once in a while, but for tonight, I would love to just keep it Raider football and, NFL related. And then Annie asked another question: Do we pull Minshew after first turnover? No. Now I will say, if he throws like if he throws like 2 interceptions and it's just not looking like offensively is not looking good, I would definitely take a look at that. Give me 1 second. We have a guest that's coming in too. Oh no, he's not in yet. All right. But yeah, if Minshew, if it, like you said, to answer your question, if Minshew throws that first interception, I'm not too, I'm not for benching him immediately. I really would like to see how he bounces back from that. But if he throws another one and how he throws it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll be honest with you, there's good interceptions and then there's bad interceptions. Now, if I'll give you a situation where it's bad both ways, but you'll understand what I'm saying. The quarterback throws the ball. It hits the receiver right where it's supposed to be, but he tips it up, and then someone picks it off behind him. Like a tip drill or something like that. Like, okay, I can't blame that on the quarterback. The quarterback put it right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's all the way up here with it. You know what I'm saying? like if the ball's too high and the quarterback's trying the receiver's trying to make a play on it, you know what I'm saying, and it's too high, I understand. Oh yeah, you threw a high ball and the receiver tried to save you. But if you are in a situation, if you're in a situation where it's right where, right where it needs to be, and you ain't doing it wide receiver, I'm not blaming that on the quarterback. Now that does statistically go on the quarterback, but that would be considered, I would say, a good, I'd be like, I can't blame you, quarterback, for that. Now, if you just throwing it right at a linebacker and the linebacker's been staring at you all day and he's just like, boo. Okay, what were you doing? You didn't see, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, those are going to be bad interceptions, at least for me. That's why I say over here at Raider Twuan, you know what I'm saying? Speak your Raider gospel. Okay? And that's my Raider gospel. Okay? So yeah, with Minshew, if Minshew throws that first interception, to answer your question, Annie, and make sure you subscribe to this channel and come every time with these great questions. I love every question you bring in, and definitely your questions and your comments are valued here. So thank you. Detroit's in the building. Raider Knight, I see you. Thanks for coming in. Owl's Ghost is in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also, you guys, I do this, and I'll put it in the chat for those that may want that. If you need prayer for you or your family members, hit me up on IG. And I put my IG in the chat. Slide into my DM, send me a message so that I can be in prayer for whatever's going on in your life. That's why some guys over here, they say prayers for everyone they know. So if you just need some prayer for whatever's going on in your life, hit me up on IG and I will send you a prayer for whatever, let me know what's going on so I could pray specifically for whatever's going on in your life. And then I will send you a prayer. And check on you too. Yes, sir. The link is in the chat for those that may want to come on and talk about the Raiders versus the Dolphins. Also here, we are advocates for being an organ donor. That is always available to you guys in the chat. So you definitely want to take advantage of that too. Or just take a look at it. You might be interested in checking that out. All right. Yes, sir. So, hey, let me know, you guys. Let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on the game. Give me your predictions of this game. Whether you're watching this, live or whether you're watching this on a replay, I do respond to, I would say, a good 98% of your guys' comments if you're watching this on a replay. Okay. I do watch them. Okay. So, and I do respond. So if you have a question, if you have a comment, sometimes I acknowledge that I see it, or if it's something that I need to respond to, I will respond back. So don't think that your comments, your thoughts, your Raider gospel is not appreciated or not looked at, because I do definitely look at all your comments. Okay. All right. Hey, you guys, look, hey, I don't see anybody that wants to pull up, and that's perfectly fine. I believe Detroit has made an exit, but that's okay. Because I will be back next week. I will let you guys know who ate the brown crackers. Who ate the brown crackers, for those that don't know, is where I talk about the player, one of the top performers of the past game. So I will be talking about who is the top performer of this past, obviously the Dolphins game. So look out for that video, because I do videos and lives. Okay. So definitely look out for that. I will also be live next week on Wednesday. Okay. Who Ate the Brown Crackers typically is going to be on either Monday or Wednesday. I mean, Monday or Tuesday. Let me say that. Monday or Tuesday. And most likely is Tuesday. Okay. And then on Wednesday, it is the 2 for 1 Nation podcast right here at Raider Twuan. Okay. So definitely, you do not want to miss that. We are going to be live Wednesday at 5 o'clock Pacific time. You guys do the math for wherever you may be located. Definitely, you do not want to miss that on Wednesday. That is where I do my segment, What You Do on Wednesdays. And if you guys want to know what you do on Wednesdays, definitely go ahead and go to my, actually you don't have to, you can come on Wednesday and find out what you do on Wednesdays. But if you want to go to my channel, you'll see, videos titled What You Do on Wednesdays. And even some of my shorts are What You Do on Wednesdays. And you'll see, what goes on What You Doing Wednesdays with the 2 for 1 Nation podcast with me and my brother Eric from the SC Raiders Talk. So you can get that right here on the Raider Twuan channel. And then also the game plan. I do the game plan either Friday nights or Saturday evenings, Saturday nights. And then you can watch those Sunday morning or before the game, whatever you want to do. It'd be interesting. I'll say this for you guys, because I do this on a weekly basis. You can go back and see what I'm talking about, right? See if I'm really about my stuff. Go see what I say in the game plan and see how that applies to the game. Whether the team doesn't do what I say and they lost, or they actually did what I said and it actually worked for them. Because there's been a few times where I'm like, hey, I said that and they did it and it worked, and but they went away from it, so go look back at some of my game plans, and if you guys remember those games, see if it makes sense, or even this game, right? Go, obviously watch the game, then come back to this live and see if what I said, did it work? Did it not work? Hey, look, test it out, right? And let me know. Let me know down in the comment section, you guys. Like, hey, you said this, and it made sense. Hey, look, hey, Natural Born Raider, if you are you about to go on soon, or what's going on? If not, come on, pull up. I got time. But yeah, just play it out, call it out, let me know. Um, okay. Yeah. Um, all eyes on G. Hey, look, you guys, we got some deacons here. You know what I'm saying? One of my deacons just stepped on in. All eyes on G. That's what I call the moderators for those that know that name. You know what I'm saying? He's one of my deacons. All eyes on G. All eyes on G is also a great media personnel. So, hey, look, holla at All Eyes on G. You know what I'm saying? And see what he's talking about. He has a lot of good things cooking. You'll see a few of his works, even on this channel. So definitely shout out to one of my value deacons there. All eyes on G. Cool Kev is in the building. Good to see you, man. Hey, the link is in the chat for anybody who wants to pull up. We talking about the we talking about the Dolphins and the Raiders. We can talk Raiders tonight if you guys want to. That's perfectly fine with me. Hey, All Eyes, I gotta chat with you about some things, but yeah, I'll shoot you that probably after this live, and you can see it in the morning or whatever. Yeah, because I don't want to talk too much business on on here. But yeah, yeah. Okay, hey, Cool Kev, if you want to pull up, we the link is there, man. You know, get your toes ready. Get your toes ready, Cool Kev. Let me see. What else? What else? Because sometimes I don't pay the bills. Did I pay all the bills? I talked about being a donor. Okay. Because you guys know, hey, look, here, like I say, here at Raider Twuan, we are advocates for that. A lot of people don't talk about it. And I think it's definitely just a need for a lot of people in life. So definitely consider being a donor. It doesn't hurt you. Because to be honest with you, when you are a donor, you can be a living donor, which means you can be alive and donate, or when you die and they put you in the box or they do the other thing with you, right? You can donate your organs to be a blessing to somebody else's life. So definitely that is in the chat. That is always in the description of all my videos and lives. I'll probably do this when I close out, but I'm saying it now. Trying to pay the bills. I always say pay the bills, even though it's not costing anything. The other thing that's not costing anything is subscribing. Okay. We are still on the march for 500 subscribers. So definitely it would mean a lot if you would share the channel out, put it out there, let people know, hey, Raider Twuan is a safe place. You know what I'm saying? No drama, just Raider football and maybe a little bit of, positivity, life stuff. You guys, for those that have been around, those that are a part of the congregation know how I get down. But those that are new, like I said, this is definitely, and they'll tell you that this is a good, safe space. You ain't got to worry about anybody talking to you, disrespectfully. They might disagree with your take, but that's just conversation. But no disrespect from anybody, and I don't tolerate that. If I hear someone being disrespectful on my channel, I don't play that at all. Yes, sir. If you guys get any if Kukev, you got any questions or any comments, go ahead and put those in the chat also. I'm looking. I got some old videos on here. I got AP doing the yeah, there we go. Let's see.
Raider Nation, stand up.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. All right. Okay. Let me screen Kukev's question before I put it on the screen. Hey, you know what? You know what, Kukev? Good question. How much the Raiders going to win by tomorrow? You know, to be honest with you, I think it's going to be a close one. And the reason why I believe it's going to be a close one is because this offense hasn't really shown me, you know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't kicked butt yet. Like, it would be one thing, if we were like, oh, our offense is hot and cold. Like we've seen hot and cold. Right? And I'll say this because, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I like Derek Carr, right? With Derek Carr, there was times where our offense was burning hot, right? And then the next game we were cold. You know what I'm saying? Hot, cold, right? We don't even have that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I haven't seen up to this point where I could say, oh yeah, we're going to beat them by 2 touchdowns, or we're going to, you know what I'm saying? Barring now, we can beat them by 2 touchdowns, but it's going to be if maybe Jack Jones adds another pick 6, or, you know what I'm saying? Something like that happens defensively, but this offense hasn't shown me as of yet, as of yet, where like I'm like, we can really put it on them. Now there is some other guys that feel different, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you know, I'm gonna let my brother get on here and say how much he think our total is gonna be, because I already heard him earlier. But I think it's gonna be by a field goal if we win. Okay, I believe we can win this game. I really do. But it's just gonna it has to line up. Like I said, I believe with Scott Turner, I think the play calls are going to come out of his mouth into, you know what I'm saying, Minshew's ear is going to make sense, but it's going to be important. It's going to be for these players to make the plays make sense. Okay. Now, like I said, if I see run pass, okay, if I see run pass, I'm gonna be like, look, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna switch from eating brown crackers, you know what I'm saying, to popcorn, because y'all know when I eat popcorn, that means I've seen that movie before. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button. All right. What's the strategy versus Tua? Cool Gab said, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him squeak out of the pocket. So that means we got to be gap disciplined. I already said this earlier in the game plan, but I'm just repeating it. Not everything, but just how to approach Tua. Keep him in the pocket, collapse the pocket. Because we don't want him to be a runner and a passer. We want to keep him, you know what I'm saying? But we don't want him to be in the pocket all day either. Okay? We definitely don't want him to be in the pocket all day. Okay? Got to sack the quarterback. Natural Born Raider said 11. Okay? And he's probably going to talk about that a little later. When he gets on, I know he's trying to get his computer ready to go. All Eyes on G said 17-21 Raiders. Okay. So you close to me. You close. I said by 3. You said by 4. Okay. Yeah, hey, Cool Kev, that's the other thing, man. That's the other. Cool Kev said, for those that are listening, Scott Turner makes adjustments. Hopefully, sorry. For some reason, my eyes are messing up. Yeah, that's my hope, because, like I said, I said it with Annie earlier. Is I don't think this playbook is bad. I really don't. It's not like, oh, get rid of the playbook, right? My issue was what was being called out of the playbook. I'm not there. I'm not at practice. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't have, you know what I'm saying? I got an iPad, but I don't got, you know what I'm saying, the playbook on my iPad. But I know most NFL offenses, you know what I'm saying? They got everything that they need. It's just what you calling out of it. What are you calling out of it? Right? And I think that's where, like everybody talks about, make it make sense, right? And I think what's going to end up happening is this offense, even though it's the same playbook, and even some of, for the most part, the same players that were playing with Getsy, I think, to be honest with you, I think we're actually going to be better offensively. I think Minshew's going to play a better game, even though I really don't like Minshew at quarterback. And for those that know how I feel about Minshew, y'all already know, I really wasn't feeling Minshew like that. I felt that AOC was the better quarterback. But like I said, if Scott Turner, along with his dad, Norv Turner, makes it make sense, I think we'll see a whole different game. And when I watch these games, and I know you guys watch these games too, when I watch these games and I look at, how things have gone throughout the game, and I look at, we were close, and then this is where it went bad, right? I look at it and I say, if our offense could do just a little bit more, just a little bit more. I'm not saying they need to just automatically be a night and day, you know what I'm saying? But if they just did a little bit more, I believe our record wouldn't be as bad. You know, you can talk about turnovers. If we just didn't turn the ball over, it means you didn't throw interceptions and fumble and, you know what I'm saying? Or whoever was quarterback, if our running backs, you know what I'm saying? All those turnovers, right? If we even cut those in half, our record would look different. And what causes those things? Lack of communication, maybe not fully knowing what their assignment is. Like, there's a lot of things that can cause fumbles and interceptions. So if Scott Turner can say, hey, break it down, you know, teach it, maybe, you know, say it a different way, right? Like, I feel like, and those that, you know, those that know me, I've been known to be a explainer, right? And some people like the way I explain things. Some people don't, and that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Now, but with that being said, me explaining things, it's like, oh, now I got it. Because Twuan, you know what I'm saying? The way so-and-so said it, it didn't click. But when Twuan said it, I got it. Okay? If Scott can do that for some of these guys, where that light bulb comes on for them, like I said, that's where we'll see that jump in the offense, where, like I said, when I was asking for them to do a little bit more, or if we could do a little bit more, we will win the game. Then they're actually doing that little bit more, and we look better offensively. Okay? Another one of my deacons is in the building. Ray Love. Shout out to you, Ray Love. Good to see you, man. Blessings to you. One of my valued deacons in the building. And he is doing his thing. I need to try to figure out some kind of, I need to get that going. Let me see. Let me see what I got Raider-ish. Oh, there we go.
That somewhere within the first 5 to 10 plays of a game, the other team's quarterback must go down. And he must go down hard.
If that ain't the most Raider thing in Raiderdom, I know everybody has their little Raider, but yeah, that's what I got for you, dog. That's what I got for you right now. Okay, look, you know what I'm saying? I'll cook up something for you. Get ready. I'll cook up something for you. You know what I'm saying? For that. Okay. I don't know if he got it, but let me send it again. The link is in the chat again for you guys. If you guys want to come on in, for those that are listening or watching, we are talking Raider football. If you have any questions, definitely put those in the chat. I am here to help it make sense for those that may be asked, that may have a question or thought. Hey, like, you know, because for me, even with me, like, there's certain things where I'm like, I don't understand this. I need someone else to break this down to me. Like, what I'm looking at, like, does that make sense? Like, so perfect one. A lot of people, and this may be you, and that's fine. That's your Raider gospel. A lot of people were killing Antonio Pierce for the issues on offense. And my question, I asked Captain Jack and a couple of people. I asked a couple of people the same question. I asked him, I said, and I'll just use Captain Jack. I was like, hey, Cap, tell me, when does a defensive coach become an offensive guru? That was my question, because I couldn't understand, like, the issue, and I'm about to clip this. The issue that we had previously is not the issue we have now. Okay? Here it is. We had Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels, before becoming a head coach, was known to be an offensive guru. Okay? Offensive guru. As a head coach. So, when he became a head coach and said, hey, I'm going to take over the offense, what should be moving forward, or actually be the better side of the ball, should be the strong suit of the head coach. McDaniel's strong suit was supposed to be the offense. So, my Raider gospel is that the reason why McDaniels got fired is because the same thing that was supposed to be his strong suit was our weak point. If y'all remember, put ones in the chat. Did you guys remember where our offense wasn't good, but our defense was good? When we have an offensive-minded coach, that's why it's like, dude, you got to go. Because your bread and butter is not bread and butter. Okay? Whereas with Antonio Pierce, he's a defensive coach. And to be honest with you, the defense is whatever the defense is struggling with, a lot of it is based off of how the offense is running. But to ask for a defensive coach to switch sides and try to fix the offense where that's not his strong suit, I can't fault him for it. Now, that goes into who really hired, you know what I'm saying, who really hired Getsy. But to fix the situation, it's not on the defensive coach to fix the offense. So that's where I'm like, I don't understand how a defensive coach can be an offensive guru. All eyes, that might be a short. I'm just saying. Shameless plug. Ray Love said one. He remember when that offense was stinking it up, and our best side was the defense, and we were supposed to have an offensive guru at head coach. Okay. You good? Hey, I'm chopping it up. We got questions? You know, I'm answering them. Keep. I see Ray shooting out, shouting out Cool Kev in the building. Hey, look, um, I was supposed to work on that this week. Okay, Ray Love, Ray Love, Ray Love. I'm supposed to be working on that. Okay, so stay tuned to that. I'm not gonna answer the question right now because I'm actually gonna do a whole um video or live. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm releasing something on all of that. I'm actually going to be talking about Cam Ward and Shador Sanders and who I believe should be our quarterback. And I have some different reasons as to some different ones that I have not heard from other guys. Because again, it's my Raider gospel. And I will also let you guys know along in that video or live who I believe should be the offensive coordinator. Actually, I might do that on. I gotta check my schedule. I might actually do that on Wednesday. Or not Wednesday, Tuesday. I might do that on Tuesday. We'll see. But I'm gonna fit that in. I'm definitely gonna fit that in next week. I have a special guest. And everybody that comes on my show is a special guest. Okay. So I always say that, but this one isn't. I don't want to say he's extra special because that just sounds yeah. I'll just stay away from that one. Anyway, my brother, you know what I'm saying? You guys know him as the king of late night, the natural born Raider.
What it do, bro?
What's good with you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling. Just got home.
I know you typically try to do a late night, you know what I'm saying, Friday or Saturday. So I when you asked if I was gonna be on for a minute, I'm like, hey, are you asking because you about to go live? I was like, let me go ahead and wrap mine up and let you cook.
Yeah, I'm not now. I had no plans on going live this evening at all.
Oh, okay.
I just got home.
Okay.
So, had the homie birthday.
Okay.
So we went to dinner.
Oh, nice.
Went out to dinner or whatnot. This little steakhouse called Northwood. Yeah, I think it's called Northwood Inn or something like that. It's in the city of Covina. And they got the nice big tomahawks and shit like that. You know what I mean? They got the surf and turf, real surf and turf. You know, shrimps be like this motherfucking big and shit.
Oh yeah.
So,
like a real legit like surf and turf steakhouse kind of.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the surf and turf plate is $90.
Okay. Yeah.
Just yeah. So I went over there with them. You know what I mean? And I ordered me ordered me a steak. I wasn't hungry, so I didn't want a big tomahawk. You know what I mean? I just got me a top shelf, a top chef 13 ounce. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And I asked them to cook it medium well. You know what I mean? Medium well. I just want a thin pink line, bro. Just a thin pink line. I don't want it fully cooked all the way through, but just give me a little thin line, bro. They brought me my steak fucking raw.
What?
My steak was fucking raw, bro. The steak was this thick.
Did you send it back?
I sent it back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
So I sent it back, and so I asked her. I said, "Hey, can you fix this?" She was like, "Oh shit, that is not what you ordered." I said, "No, it's not." So she took it back. She brought it back, bro. Nigga, the line was this thick before. Now it was only, the pink line was that thick, bro. Nigga, it was still fucking raw. So, needless to say, all I paid for was the Shirley Temple.
I'd be like, never again.
I got the steak and the potatoes and the rice in the house. I boxed them up. They was like, "Oh, you want it?" I said, No, just bring me a box. I'll take it home and I'll cook my steak right. Obviously, you can't do it. I gave you 3 opportunities. You know what I mean? Like, I'm giving you 3 opportunities. You can't fucking do it. I'm good. You're not gonna fuck up my steak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't keep doing that. So
especially if that's the, you know what I'm saying? I was just talking about that earlier about, stuff being your bread and butter and you can't get it done. You know what I'm saying? If you a surf and turf place, you know what I'm saying, you should be able to cook a steak. I was gonna get excited for you because I know for most places, if it's a surf and turf or a steakhouse, like when you order, you know what I'm saying, whatever you order, it's gonna be right there. You know what I'm saying? If you order medium well, it's gonna be medium, exactly what a medium looks like.
I've been actually looking forward to going to this place for I've been wanting to go to this place for 12 years, bro. I just ain't never really had a reason to go. You know what I mean? I know where it is and whatnot, bro, but I just ain't never really had a reason to go. But I've seen this place for 12 years. I've been like, one day I'm gonna eat there. You know what I mean? One of these days I'm gonna eat there. Cause you see the line, it'd be out around the corner and shit. So I've always wondered, hey, So nigga, today ended up being that day. The homie wanted to have his dinner there. Cool. I'm disappointed because everybody else, except for my brother, my brother's so gangster, bro. My brother's so gangster. He saw me complain, so he fucking complained, and they took his steak off his bill too.
Oh hell no! You did.
Yo, they took my steak and they took my whole meal off the plate, and I just ended up paying. So everybody, I'm gonna tell you, nigga, everybody's bill was a minimum $110. Everybody's bill was like $110 because they did separate checks. It was a couple of us. It was a couple of us, right? It was a couple of us. It was all black people, but it was a couple of us, man. We shut that place down. We shut that place down from the moment I pulled up on the Harley, bro, to the moment we left. Man, we shut that place down. But everybody got to enjoy their food, bro. Everybody ate good and their food was perfect, bro. And mine was not. And I was a little upset. So I talked to the manager, bro. Everybody bill was like 110, 120, something like that. My homeboy, his bill with him and his wife, nigga, his shit was $263. Yeah, his bill was $263 with his drinks, his food, everything. Right, nigga. I got my bill. My bill was $5.46.
Well, I mean, he was eating for 2. You know what I'm saying? He had to take care
of
him.
My bill was $5.46. That was my bill.
You said your boy had to pay 2 something because he had 2 people. He had him and his wife. So, you know what I'm saying? You were saying everybody was like at least $110. So of course he would be 220 at least. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, shit. My brother was with his wife. I don't know what their bill was. I didn't see it, but I saw the homie next to me. He looked. He said, he looked at. He picked up my bill. He's like, "This can't be right." I said, "No, nigga, that's my bill." I said, "Here's your bill." He said, "Oh yeah, that sounds about right." I said, "Yeah, that sounds about right for you."
Yeah, you actually had your food.
Yeah, that don't sound right for me.
Yeah. So, hey, did you hear anything I was talking about? You wanted
I heard
to talk a
everything.
little bit about it?
I pretty much heard everything you were talking about. Really,
Okay.
I was sitting here listening to you on my phone while this shit was loading up.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was listening. You know what I mean? 11. I'm sticking to 38-27. Ain't nothing changed in my mind about that. I think we win 38-27. You know what I mean?
Okay.
11 points.
You think
Or in that area, it'd be in that ballpark.
you think some of that's going to be on the back of the defense, or you think it's going to be just a strong offensive, you know what I'm saying, performance?
It's gonna be on the back of the defense, as into to the fact that you will see. I think you are going to see a better performing offense that complements the defense. So when the defense actually shuts them down and gives you good field position, you'll be able to capitalize on it. So that if you look at it that way, then yeah, it's on the back of the defense. Does the defense score? I would like them to. I can't guarantee it though. You know what I mean? We just scored in the last game we played with Jack Jones. You know what I mean? So, you know,
Clear.
I wouldn't expect it twice in a row. I wouldn't, but you know, stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
Good with you, Clifford.
Yeah. Cliff the big black dog is in the building. That's my dude. That's what I call him around here. You know what I'm saying? Cliff the big black
Raider.
dog. We the people's in the building. Shout out to you, man.
What to do, we the people? How you doing, man?
Yeah, you know,
What up,
so
Ray Love? Salute to you, man. We the peoples. I saw D Minutes. Did I see D Minutes?
I don't
I
see.
saw G. What's good with you all eyes? What's good, man? Trip. How you feeling, man?
I was gonna say if you
Dude,
see D, I didn't see him.
the dude with the feet in New York. How you doing, man?
Dude with the feet.
The dude with the feet.
Yeah, man. The
Hey, the nigga, he don't speak to me, nigga. So I'm not speaking. That's the
fastest
best I
toe
can give.
texter.
Best I can give you, man.
The fastest toe texter on the East.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I don't. You can't see. You can't. You can see the Raider on this side. I don't think you can see. There's a black R right here. I don't know.
Nah, I didn't. I can't see that from that point. But yeah, you know, I know you heard what I said, but I'm gonna say it again. I just
Yeah.
hope that Scott Turner, you know what I'm saying, the offense coordinator, just make this offense make sense. You know, and I think if he does that, I think that's gonna make a big jump in our play moving forward. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be like that tomorrow. It could be like that, against the Dolphins, but I'm just looking at it maybe in a week or two, like our offense looks different, but we call on the same. You know what I'm saying? It's the same playbook. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think they could. It wouldn't be smart for them to, make too many. I'm gonna call this play X Y Z. Like, nah, just use whatever's in that playbook and make it work.
Yes. Nah, you right. You right. Like you're going to see something different. I'm not gonna fire a guy and hire a guy who's gonna do the same damn thing. That's just stupid. You know what I mean? So when you look at the amount of experience that North Turner just himself has, You know what I mean? And then you're talking about a father-son duo. You know what I mean? You know the father gonna pull rank at some point, be like, hey man, you need to listen to me. I taught you this game. I know this new shit going on, you know what I mean, and whatnot. But I'm telling you, I know this shit. You want to do this, this, and this. Do it this way. Because your daddy told you to. I'm just fucking around, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So much knowledge and experience, you know what I mean, that Norv has, you know what I mean? And it's not his first time with the Raiders, is it?
Who, Nerve?
Yeah.
No.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like we acting like it's the first time with the Raiders. I mean, it was a rhetorical question. They didn't really deserve an answer. But I mean, like it's not his first time with us. It's not his first time being here. You know what I mean? So I bet he never thought he was gonna coach the Las Vegas Raiders again. Or the Raider. I bet he never thought he would be on the Raider staff again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Much less the Las Vegas Raiders. So yeah,
Yes.
anything got to be better than Getsy. That's the honest truth right there, Clifford. Anything is anything is better than Getsy at this point. And I'm not trying to shit on Getsy. This shit just didn't work here. You know what I mean? It didn't work here and it didn't work in Chicago.
I'm interested to look at, and maybe you can help me kind of think about politics. And I'm not talking about, you know, American politics. I'm talking about Raider politics.
Okay.
Do you think because these coaches that we brought in outside of North Turner, you know what I'm saying, that probably was talking to Scott, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, on the phone, like, hey, what y'all doing over there? Like, maybe you guys should try this. Like, you know, outside of that, right? Because, you know, if I was working somewhere, my dad would probably be hollering at me like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe you should try this. You know, I know you guys ain't looking good right now. You know, whatever, right? But most of the coaches that we had were here. Philbin was here. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Scott was here. And they couldn't help Getsy.
Scott Turner's been here?
Yeah.
When?
Scott Turner was our passing game coordinator.
Last year?
And this year.
Huh?
He was our passing game coordinator.
Last year.
And this year.
I know he was there this year. Well,
yeah.
This is his first or second year with us.
Yeah. So, but I'm just saying they were there with Getsy. So the politics here, like what I'm trying to get to is, did Getsy not let these guys have an input, or did he not listen to these guys because how all of a sudden they got the job, and how all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't just say, oh, we're going to go with, just like we got rid of Craig, and then why don't we just get rid of Philbin? And if, you know, they didn't. So I'm thinking Getsy had them around, but he really wasn't listening to them. So Philbin and, you know what I'm saying, Scott were like, hey, I'm telling dude X, Y, and Z, and he is going the opposite direction. Because that's just how it looks like to me. Like they didn't have input. They weren't able to say, hey, I think this will work instead of what we're doing right now. So that's why, Antonio Pierce is like, in his press conference, he looked like a happier person knowing that Scott is taking it over and Philbin's taking over the offensive line. That's just how it looks to me. Can you tell me what you does that kind of make sense to you?
So
That maybe these advisors weren't getting, you know what I'm saying, getting their say.
I mean, everybody has a say. Don't mean I can hear you. Don't mean I gotta listen to you. You know what I mean? I'm the offensive coordinator. This is my offense.
Mm-hmm.
Egos. You know what I mean? That's one of the things he didn't put to the side. Everybody's supposed to put their ego to the side. He came in with an ego, bro, with a chip on his shoulder. But he went about trying to get it off his shoulder the wrong way. Look, he should have known this within himself, bro. Whatever you was doing in Chicago wasn't working. And you can't blame it on the players. It's very obvious you cannot blame it on the players. It's your offense that doesn't work. It's not any. Look, there's a reason why Green Bay let you go as offensive coordinator when they had motherfucking Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. And they let you go as an offensive coordinator because you was fucking a team up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just so happen to catch on with Chicago like a couple of years later down the line. You know what I mean? And you end up getting another opportunity at offensive coordinator, and look, you fucked that up, bro. We can all see now, you know what I mean, that wasn't the quarterback's fault. That was your play calling. That was your terrible play calling as to why the Chicago Bears didn't succeed. It was you. Because they had a good defense. They had a good defense, but their offense just couldn't do nothing because Gatsby was the offensive coordinator. And then we gave him an opportunity. And I said, okay, whatever. This is what they want to do. I'm going to stand behind it for a minute. And I when he shows his true colors, you know what I mean? I'm going to call for his head.
Mm-hmm.
When he shows that he can't get it done, I'm going to call for his head. And I started calling for his head. And it hurts, you know what I mean? It hurts me deep inside that when I be on these dudes' heads to get fired, bro, they get fired. And I know it ain't just me. I'm not saying it's got me, but when I be on them, bro, and a lot of people be like, no, just give them, they're not getting fired, bro. I'll be telling you, these dudes are getting fired. You guys think that it's not a regular job just because they get a mass amount of money and it's football and it's the NFL. No, it's the same job. It's just like if you went to your job and didn't produce, you're fired. If every day you go to work and you screw something up every day, you screw up something every day at work, you know what I mean, for like 2 weeks. Bro, just say a week. Let's just say 1 week, bro. You go to work every day and you screw something up. And you just fuck everything up. Everything was going good till you stepped in the building. And now, you know, production is down. You know, machines are backed up. You know what I mean? And the company is losing $1 million for every 10 minutes they down. You know what I mean? Because of your antics. Man, they gonna fire your ass because they can't do it. Nah, man, we like you and all, but man, you costing us money, bro. You're fired. You're out of here. Well, it's the same thing with football, bro. If you don't produce, I'm giving you all this money and you ain't producing, you ain't like a player, I can fire your ass. You ain't the same thing as a player, man. I'm firing your ass and your contract is voided and I don't owe you shit. But the rest of this year, I'll give you the rest of this year, but you can fuck the rest of them years. You ain't getting them. That's why he was on a 1-year contract anyway. Because I don't think they thought he was gonna pan out. But they needed somebody. That's the thing about it. They needed somebody, and there wasn't nobody else out there. The guy that they wanted, he backed out and went to the Commanders. I didn't technically want him, but everybody else did. But he backed out and went to the Commanders because the Commanders gave him a better deal, gave him more money, gave him a little bit more control, and they gave him a motherfucking first-round quarterback. All the makings of a good offense. You know what I mean? I can instill that shit. You had Terry McLaurin, you know, who can play football sometimes, or some games he just fucking disappears. I don't know what the fuck that's all about, bro.
You still mad about last week?
Bro, hey, look, he'll have a phenomenal week, bro, and all of a sudden just fucking disappear, bro. Like, what the fuck? Where did you go? What happened, bro? So, I'm a little upset about his performance this past Thursday night. That just, you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, you know, and Cliff said it here, man. He said, you know, Getsy, you know, was pretty much calling a good game the first series, and after that, you know what I'm saying? I think he felt like he did his job. You know, they scored their first 7. Y'all on your own after that.
Hey, just because I go to work with coffee and donuts for everybody and I say good morning with a smile doesn't mean I'm there to do any fucking work. It's all good and dandy in the morning when it starts out.
It's bad when you got people like that you know they most people have already made up in their mind before they go to work. I ain't gonna do nothing today. I'll just go, you know, I'm gonna hide from my manager. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay away from my supervisor and get through the day. And as soon as 5:00 hit, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that are like that, and I hate that. I know why Getsy. I know why the first script actually worked, and it was because he had preparation for that. You had preparation all week to draw up the specific way you were going to march down the field.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you got after that? You know, and I forgot who said it. I think it was I think Antonio Pierce said it. He was like, man, call the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if something worked, you know what I'm saying, in that first series, call it again.
Call it again.
You know, but that wasn't even happening because there was times where, like, and I was talking about this earlier in the game plan. There was times where I said, hey, we need to attack them this way. And they did, but then they went away from it. And that's how we, you know, offensively were looking bad. It was like, okay, you know, there was one time I was like, attack the middle, because there was I saw a lot of opportunities personnel-wise based on their linebackers. I'm like, hey, if you put these linebackers in some complicated situations, we can march all the way up and down this field. And we did it a few times. Brock Bowers got nasty with it, you know what I'm saying, with a couple of catches, and then dry. You know, it's like
it's not the fact that he called bad plays. Some of the plays were really good plays. Just called them at the wrong fucking time.
That too.
It's timing. It's knowing how to put the script together And if the script isn't work, how to deviate from it and rearrange it. If you can't do that, then what's the point of being up there? You gotta be able to rearrange your script because it ain't always gonna go according to plan. Life don't go according to plan. You think football is? Just saying. And that's one of the things that he lacked. The same thing that McDaniels lacked. The ability to change the game on the fly. And that's when you can see that ego is in the way. Because there's people telling you that, hey man, don't do this, and you're still doing it. Because you want to. Because you in control of the offense. You're the coordinator. You call the plays. AP's not gonna take over the offensive coordinator job because he ain't no offensive guy. So he ain't gonna step in and say, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna call the plays. Because he can't. I mean, he can, but he can't like that. He ain't on the offensive side of the ball. He on the defensive side of the ball. He can read the offense, don't mean he can control the offense. And I think that's where Hugh Jackson would have made a big difference had he been the offensive coordinator. I think that's where Hugh Jackson would have made a big difference for our offense. Somebody who can get it done, you know what I mean? But I also see that in North Turner. Like North has had some good offenses, man, some really, really good offenses. You know what I mean? And he's ran them excellently. Scott has been okay. I won't say Scott has been great. Scott has been okay. Scott is on average 50% in the red zone. You know what I mean? On his coaching career, he's 50-50 with the end zone. You know what I mean? He's converted 50% of his red zone trips as an offensive coordinator.
That's better than what we got.
Huh?
I say that's better than what we got.
Yeah. So I mean, he's got that. Not a lot of wins, you know what I mean? But the Washington Commanders also didn't have a lot of good or great moving parts on their offense at the time. You know what I mean? They had a couple of things. I mean, they had McLaurin. They had a plethora of quarterbacks. That's not good when you have a plethora. You know what I mean? I think he had a new quarterback every year for his system. The 3 years he was there as the coordinator under Ron Rivera, another defensive-minded coach. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm not going to put all my eggs in the basket, but I will say when you look at his numbers as an offensive coordinator compared to the chances that Getsy had as offensive coordinator, you're actually standing on better grounds with Scott Turner as your offensive coordinator than Getsy. You know what I mean? The only bad thing about it is the plays that he has success with isn't this playbook. You know what I mean? He's gotta still ride with the playbook that they learned, you know what I mean, since the beginning of training camp because that's what they know. And it's going to be extremely hard to install a brand new playbook in 2 weeks. So you got to run with what they've been going with, and you might as well stick with that the whole year and just introduce a few of your plays every now and then. You know what I mean? Get your 10. This is what you do. You taking over somebody's job, bro. Get your 10 points, man. You know what I mean? You get your 10 points. The best 10 things that you can offer a company is what you bring to that motherfucking company. So get your best 10 plays that out of your playbook, get your best 10 and introduce those, you know what I mean, into the new playbook. You know what I mean? Little by little. And then after you do that for 2 weeks, then you find your next best 10 plays. And you You know what I mean? You introduce those, you know what I mean, a little bit to the play. Eventually, your playbook could be there. And the other playbook could be washed. But it's only 8 games left. So I don't really see that really taking place. I know there will be some plays. I think they'll probably take 10 over the next 8 games and apply them to that new playbook. I mean, to the playbook that's already there. I mean, that's just me. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I'm gonna run the plays y'all know, but I'm gonna give y'all 10. I'm gonna give y'all 10 good ones that's gonna get us some touchdowns.
They got to do it, and they can, like you said, they can't. It doesn't solely have to be the entire, the the playbook. It could be, he could throw some things here and there, right? Like, oh, for this week, you know what I'm saying, based off of their defensive schematics, I think this play that's not in this playbook is going to work against this team. Let's practice that throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? And then we can, then by Friday, hey, if we think we can run it, we'll we'll put it in on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And they could do that, but it won't be a massive load of, oh, Scott Turner's playbook. You know what I'm saying? Like it won't be that way.
Yeah.
Because there's too much terminology that has to, be passed, and and it just depends on how, I don't know how complex that is, right? You know what I'm saying? Because that part, we hear about the quarterbacks, calling plays, you know what I'm saying? They got all these words that they got to say, or, and then there is some offenses where you just say one word and everybody knows what they're supposed to do. So I don't know that part of, you know what I'm saying, Scott Turner or / Norv Turner addition to that and how they would implement that. But it is possible. It just depends on, some of those factors.
But I don't know why plays are so damn elaborate these days, man. It wasn't like that when I was. We had plays, but they had simple names. You knew what the fuck he was doing. You know what I mean? 38 toss. You know what I mean? You had the 38 toss. You know what I mean? You had the 30 dive. You know what I mean? The 22 dive. You know what I mean? Like, you had simple plays, bro. You know what I mean? Simple shit. You know what I mean? It was 7-3-9. You know what I mean? It's like, you knew what it was. You know, now it's, you know what I mean? You got 7 states being called out.
Yeah.
15 cars. You know what I mean? 6 pieces of fruit. Like, and all of that is one play. Like, come on, man. That's too much, bro. That's just way too much, bro. And then only 4 of those words really are the plays. So why are we throwing so much shit out here, bro? Just call a normal fucking play. That's why I would love to be an offensive coordinator. People like, man, this playbook's simple. Yeah, it is, and it's working, ain't it? Because it's simple. I ain't trying to do nothing hard, but I don't do offense. I'm a defensive guy.
Yeah. You got any players that you think are going to do their thing?
I think the whole defense is going to perform. Give me 1 second. I hear wrestling and bumping and everything upstairs in my kids' room.
We the people's in the building. I see you guys. Hey, make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys have not already. Definitely that helps the channel grow. You guys already know how it goes around here. Hit that subscribe button if you have not, and make sure you guys hit that notification bell for those that are part of the congregation, because I know some people come in, I noticed that a lot of people are coming in later than when I go live. So I don't want you to miss the earlier stuff, or hey, go ahead and watch that replay. You know what I'm saying? Because that definitely is for you. You guys can shoot your questions and comments in the chat. I see you guys getting it going. Cliff said he just might need to make the right call at the right time. Yeah, that's it. Can we get that? So make the right call. What do people say? Scott's gonna turn that offense around. Yeah. Okay, 2 more games instead of we might win five games instead of 3. That's look that like I said, if that offense if we make that offense make sense, we it's possible. I'm not trying to gaslight you guys or anything, but like I said, the way that things were being called out of that offense, if Scott could just make that make sense, you know what I'm saying, and we're seeing like, oh, okay, that was on third and 15, like, okay, that made sense, like, okay. Let me see what you guys got. Oh, my clicker. Let me scroll up a little bit. There we go. Need to be able to get the. Yep. Need to get. He said need to get the first down on 3rd and 1. Look, hey. You know what I'm saying? It was and you guys remember it was a luxury to have a line that when it was 3rd and 1 you already knew a good percentage of that we was going to run it and we was going to get it, but haven't been like that in a while. And Estrada's in the building. Good to see you, my guy. Make sure you hit that like button. If you guys have not, you know what I'm saying, this is where you guys can share your thoughts on the game. Let me know if you guys want to give me a score prediction. I don't really like to do those personally. I will, like I said, I think it might be a win by 3 game. But you guys can go ahead and let me guys know what you guys are feeling. Let me know your Raider gospel on it, man. Let me know. Do you let me know what you guys think about Zeus. Do you think with this new offensive coordinator, because that's kind of one of the things I was kind of battling with because it hasn't came out as of yet. Do you think Zeus is actually going to get a little more a little more time? You think Zeus is gonna get some more looks? You think Zeus is gonna look better? Um, Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know down in the comment section. And said, I'm just looking for a W. I kind of forgot, I'm kind of past the score prediction. Hey, yeah, I know some people, everybody has their, you know, um, feelings about that. No, Zeus gone. Oh, you talking about we gonna get rid of him? Okay, it doesn't take 3 seasons for a running back. Okay, to show how great he is. Hey, look, that's your Raider gospel. You know what I'm saying? And his contract is coming up, so that's definitely um, one of those ones we got to discuss. But I'm just saying for right now. Um, I'm saying for right now, since he's currently still on the team, technically he's our, number two. Um, but do you think with Philbin there, um, that might open up some things, or they might change the style of? Because okay, so in the run game, there's a little bit of both. Okay, and I'll say that in the run game, there's the zone type of running, but then there's times where they actually run power. Okay, and do you think that we might run more power, or do you think we're just going to keep it the way that it is? And because I think if we go back to power, or on the plays that we run power, I think Zeus will actually be a better running back. That's just my opinion. But um, let me know your thoughts on Zamir White um, under the new offensive coordinator.
Asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, I just walked back in here. Um, Zamir White under the new offensive coordinator.
Kukev said send him to the horse farm.
Um, I definitely agree with Clifford. Madison does look like the better back. You know what I mean than
Okay.
Zeus, but let's not act like we didn't see Zeus do some shit last year. He flashed some shit. That tells me it's in him. You know what I mean? He flashed a little bit at the end of the season last year. He showed me it was something in him. I just need that shit to be in him all the time, bro. Bring that shit out every fucking game. I haven't seen it at all this season. Just being honest. I'm not trying to shit on the guy. I think he could be a good running back. He's powerful. He's, you know what I mean? He'll run you over, but he'll also go down on the first tackle. He reminds me of Darren Waller. You know what I mean? Big for no fucking reason. Now I'd keep Zamir because Zamir's on a friendly contract right now. He's still in his rookie contract. There's nobody else out there that I want. Jason Taylor can't stay healthy. Nice running back, great running back.
Yeah.
Just can't stay healthy. You know what I mean? Just can't stay healthy. Josh Jacobs is on a contract with Green Bay, so there you have it. You had a chance to keep a running back, and you let him go. They let him walk. I keep saying you like the fans did it, but no. You know what I mean? The front office let him walk. So
what to do?
Hmm?
I said what to do. We got to. I think definitely we got to look at running back in the draft.
hey, later rounds, third, fourth round. I
Yeah.
think your first two picks is definitely offensive guys, but first pick's got to be a quarterback. Second one's got to be in addition to your offensive line. That's where I'm at. Your first pick has to be your quarterback. Second pick has to be in addition to your offensive line. And you trade whatever you got to trade to get back into the first round to get that offensive lineman that's going to be a star that's going to protect your motherfucking quarterback to go along with the other two you drafted last year.
So you're getting a tackle?
You got to, bro. You got. I mean, I want to see what Colton Miller is all about this week, but I mean, just being honest, man, I don't think he's going to play. You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't think he's going to play. And if he plays, it's going to be on a rotational type thing. You know, so at this point, yeah, you got to get a quarter. You got to get a tackle, bro. You got to.
That's going to be crazy. That means, hey, there's going to be a time where everybody on that line is either going to be a third year and under. You know what I'm saying? Because next year, if we're trying out this offensive line, and I'm just saying, you know, Colton Miller is going to be a rookie. Let's flip that. Let's flip that, and we got. Let's just say we got the left tackle in the second round, right? We got left tackle at rookie. We got Meredith, and I believe Meredith is like a sophomore in rookie years. I mean, in NFL years, you got JPJ. He'll be in his second year.
Rookie.
Well, no, I'm talking about for next year.
Oh, next year, yeah.
So next year, so Parham would be in his third year.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Glaze in his second year.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody would be third year and under.
Now, your free agent gonna have a 5-year term. He gonna have 5 years in the league. Your free agent gonna have 5. You getting a top free agent offensive lineman. So you may draft a guard and just play JPJ at motherfucking center.
I wouldn't
Or
move
you
him.
might draft a center and play JPJ at guard.
I would not move him. And I've been on that boat for a lot of the players on this team. When a player, of course, we have players that can play multiple positions, but when you have a young player, I prefer them to be a master of one than to be just a jack of all trades.
Then you play him at center because he's fucking phenomenal at center right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no need to move him if he's actually, because I think he was playing okay at guard.
You move him to guard if there's a better center on the board than there is a guard. If the top center is on the board, he's there. He's 6'3", you know what I mean, 320, you know what I mean, but move like a gazelle and is a beast, you take that. Sorry. You take that.
Yeah. If the board talks that way, like if the next lineman is the highest, you know what I'm saying, a value lineman is a center,
You take
then
that.
then I can see that. But like, I'm not. If I can, I'm gonna try to avoid that. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want JPJ to master center. You know, just like Parham. I want Parham to master guard. I don't want him to worry about playing center because I know he can play center.
I hear you. I
Same
think
thing with
JPJ
Blade.
is center for next year, but you gotta either get a guard or a tackle.
Mm.
You either gotta go get a guard or a tackle. You gotta get one or the other in free agency, and then you gotta draft the other one. I would say go out there and get the best fucking left tackle on the free agent market. You know what I mean? Get the best left tackle because Colton Miller is just like I said again, I'm not shitting on the players, but the eyes are telling me this: you ain't got it right now. Could he bounce back? Maybe. He's been dealing with a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, bro. If you're injured and you can't give 100%, bro, you can't give me 100% if you're not 100%. You can give me 100% of your 80%. That's not 100%. That's still 80%. You can give me 100% of your 65%, nigga. It's still 65%.
True. I just feel like and that's the, I think there's a lot of things in house that we'll never get, and I think that's going to be one of the mysteries is really what's up with Colton Miller, because he doesn't. To me, I'm not going to say he lost a step, but I just feel like he's a little slower, and it might be because of the injury.
Again, if you're only running at 80% and you give me 100% of your 80%, you still only fucking giving me 80%.
True.
You know what I mean? It's like if you can't go out there 100% and give your full 100%, why are you out there? Because you're making yourself look really bad with some of these people that are just literally blowing by you or pushing you off the line or tossing you to the side like you fucking look bad because you're not at 100%. So why even go out there? To me, you're not the best bet. I'd rather take the guy who's at 100% that's going to give me 100%, even if he's not as good as you. He's still 100%. And he's gonna give me everything. He gonna be able to do everything, all the shit you can't do because of your injuries. That's all I'm saying. Anybody that's less than 95% shouldn't be on the field. I can take 100% of 95%. That's 95%. But I cannot take 100% of 80%. I can't.
Oh, where is it at? Let me see if I can find it. Is that it? Yeah, that is. Let me see. Help me out here. There we go. Those are the guys in 26. I don't see Colton. I think Colton's on this year's. I think his contract's coming up this year in 25.
These are guys in 2026 that are on the team that are under contract.
Those are the guys that are like, so 26, these guys in 26, these are guys that next year will be their money year. Next year will be their money year.
Like they get paid next, they need a contract next year.
Yeah, they need a contract next year.
A lot of them people ain't gonna. Zamir White don't get no contract next year. How he get a contract next year?
No, so 20. Let me try to see if I can break this. These are the guys that this year
they're under contract for next year.
And they're not under contract next year.
They're not.
Yeah. The 2025, this is 2025. These are the guys that they're playing right now to get a contract.
Last year.
Yeah, this is their last year.
Okay.
So that's why Robert Spillane's on this list. That's why, Nate Hobbs is on this list, right? But for 2026, that's where you get Jack Jones. That's where we have both of our kickers are on this list. Yeah. We got a pair of kickers. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Jacoby Myers is on this list.
Britton Brown, man, when he play?
This was okay. So I broke all that down. These are old slides. These are old slides from when I talked about when people were talking about effed and picks, and I was like, there's no way we can F these picks if I have 1, 2, 3 slides worth of guys that need contracts, and those were the guys, at that time in the draft. Some of these guys are not on the team anymore.
Ain't even here no more.
Yeah, some of these guys are not there anymore, and that's fine too. But when you start really looking at, like, this is for 2026, like Jacoby Myers is on this list, Zamir White is on this list, there, Mumford's on this list, Parham, you know what I'm saying? Bobby Meyer is our long snapper. Daniel Carlson is our, pretty much our special teams is on this list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jack Jones. Like, you're gonna have to make Gardner Minshew. You're gonna make a decision if we want to keep those guys around.
That's why I say Minshew will be back next year
because he still has a year under his contract.
Yeah, it might be in the backup capacity. You know what I mean? But hey, I'll take a veteran quarterback who can at least pass down some knowledge. Why not?
Yeah.
Cornell Armstrong, gone. Sam Webb, gone. Arlington Smith, gone. Christian Wilkinson, gone. Nestor J. Silver, gone. Ben Brown, gone. Anthony Brown, gone. McCall. Is McCall still around? He got hurt.
Yeah, he was bouncing between practice squad for a little bit, and then he's not there anymore.
Jaden Grant, John Spencer, Jalen McKenzie, Callister, McCormick, Fotheringham, Snowden, Moaga, Meredith, Butler. One of them Butlers is gone, ain't they?
No, they're both here. Matthew Butler and Adam Butler are still here.
Oh, they're still here.
Yeah.
Faison gone. Kuntz hurt. Spillane, he'll get a contract at the end of the year. Diablo might get a contract at the end of the year as well. Nate Hobbs, you got to get Hobbs back. Can't let him walk. Harrison Bryant, maybe. Jenkins, might be his last year in the NFL. Darian Butler, don't see much of him. Masterson, probably not. Gentry, probably not. Robinson, Turner, maybe not. All depends on what the draft looks like.
Yeah. And that's 2025. Those, like I said, those 3 slides were 2025. That's 26. So, you make your decisions on those guys. I spelled Jacoby Myers' name wrong, but yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Dalton Wagner.
That was supposed to be that tackle that everybody was so excited about that never really
panned out to do anything.
Yeah.
we'll see. We
Yeah.
get a quarterback next year, and you know what I mean, and it all looks good. Jacoby could get a contract. It's a strong possibility.
Shout out to D Menace for, you know what I'm saying, putting my
Yep, appreciate it.
putting that in the chat.
Appreciate it.
One of my quality deacons over here at the Raider Twuan channel.
First Ebenezer on Mount High. Second Episcopal. Like what? How many names you got?
Cliff, that might be it. Right? That really might be it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we see is what we got.
Hey, what you see is what you get.
I'm just saying, like, I hate to say that about Colton Miller, because I think, you know, I say he's the old man, but he's really, technically, he's not really that old in regards to, you know what I'm saying, other offensive linemen, but because he's been injured and how he's playing, how it looks like he's playing, you know what I'm saying, it kind of is like, is that the injury that's making him look like that, or he just ain't, you know? And I'll say this too. Philbin is there. Here's a twist. Philbin is there. We might actually see Colton Miller play a little bit better. There might be a schematic, you know what I'm saying, situation.
Mm-hmm. It could be, but no. I just think he's past his prime. I think he's past his prime. Because I don't understand how you can go from being really good to not so hot. You know what I mean? Now you can people say, "Oh well, you know he's got rookies paired up next to him, and the side of him is never the same." But that don't explain him getting thrown around like a rag doll, like he's been doing. It don't explain that, and that's a problem. You know what I mean? I'm watching people just fly by him like a thief in the night. Gone. So yeah, gonna have to explain to me. But as it stands, I can't give the cat no excuses, none at all. You know, I'm just gonna flat out say he ain't playing like the Colton Miller that we've known and have loved watching play. That's not what we see this year. I see a guy giving everything he got. Like I said, I won't question his effort. But sometimes when you hurt and you can't give it your all, and there's just certain things you can't do, sometimes you're hindering the team more than you're helping the team. You know, and I feel like that's where we're at right now. Him being out there trying to go and give us everything he got, even when he's being hurt, I applaud. But sometimes it hurts more than it helps. Said battling injuries plus new scheme, he can get a pass for the last year on his deal. It's not like anyone on the line has looked great besides the rookies. You're not wrong about that, All Eyes. You're not wrong about that. I mean, No, the whole offensive line in a whole has not looked very good at all. Truthfully, the rookies have had moments, but they haven't had enough moments. They've had just moments in time where they looked really good, but not continuous. So, give them time. It's their first year. They should, if they're looking this good in the first year, they should look way better in their second. You know what I mean? They should look really good in their second, and that's a plus.
You talking about our O line?
Yeah, that's a plus. You know what I mean? To have rookies
Yeah.
looking as good as they do right now, they can only get better in their second year. So
I think and that's I've said it a couple of times too, and I'm gonna agree with you too, Dirty. It's like that's the positive is that we do have like what we have, like what's a good piece of what's not going right with us is that we are young. But that's a positive because we are young. You know what I'm saying? It's like these
yeah,
guys are gonna, you know what I'm saying? And they're not looking it, and I said it earlier, it's like individually, they're not playing that bad. But collectively, they're playing bad. So if we can just get them together, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna benefit us too down the line because now you have, like I said earlier, you have if you trot out that line, like I said, we draft a left tackle. Obviously, he's gonna be the rookie of the group, but then you got everybody second or third year behind the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? And he's just as young as they are, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you could technically have, you know what I'm saying? And this is just way futuristic. You can have that core for a good possible 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And we're good. You got that offensive line that knows what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They know each other. They know what everybody smells like. They know what everybody looks like. They know, you know what
I
I'm
don't know
saying?
about the smell.
I,
I ain't trying to
I,
smell a nigga,
I,
but I hear you. I hear you.
but, but you get what I'm saying. Like they know,
Yeah.
like it goes beyond just the X's and O's. Now they're knowing the nuances. You know what I'm saying? Like when that right guard moves his right arm, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that means I need to, you know what I'm saying, help him out. Or if he does this, I know he's got it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Mhm.
where everything will come together. And that quarterback can sit there, you know what I'm saying? What look at a Playboy magazine, eat a sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Drink some Kool-Aid, and then think about throwing the ball. And we'll still be good. You know what I'm saying? Because like I look at like some of the playoff teams that have like really good offensive lines. Like every once in a while, you'll see the quarterback just sit in the pocket, and it seems like he's sitting in there for a whole freaking. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he's
Mhm.
sitting there watching a whole TV show before he throws the ball, and like that's where you know what I'm saying. That's where we're working up to be, but if you can just keep these guys together and you ain't got all these skittle pieces that we're trying to put together, like it can be a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? And that's my hope, but we kind of gotta take the rookie bumps and bruises right now with the young guy, with all the young guys and the old guy, the one old guy we got, you know what I'm saying, and Colton Miller.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But it is 12 a.m. I am about to go to sleep.
Yes, because we got an early game tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, 10 o'clock for those that are on the Pacific Standard Time. And I know some of these people on the East Coast are I don't even know how you guys are still up. Tony Angel just dropped in. Good to see you, man. Dixon, I see you. I ain't gonna say your whole name because you know what I'm saying that I ain't about all that. Um, But yeah, Dixon, good to see you. You guys make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you guys have not, go ahead and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? That is completely free to do. Dirty, my brother, is always good to, we talk offline, but it's always good to get online and talk football with you, man. Let them know what you got cooking, because I know you whipping some stuff up in the kitchen, man.
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking? Um, for me, bro, like I said, I'm slowly working my way back. You know what I mean? Slowly working my way back. Um, don't have really a whole lot going on. The Dirty Lunatic show is back in effect. Um, it will be bigger and better. We promise you that. Um, and yeah, other than that, you get me once a week by myself for now. I'm slowly starting to get back into trying to get in here, but you know, got to get situated in this new house and stuff. That was tough. You know what I mean? Still trying to get situated. I don't even have everything in place, but you know, it's I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'm back. You know what I mean? At least once a week. You know what I mean? At least once a week. But I'm trying to get back to the where I was at before every day. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you again. Um, and I'll catch you on. I'll catch you. When I catch you, you know what I'm saying, whether it's on your live or my live, it's all you always good over here. You always can walk over in this house and open up the fridge and get you something to eat. For real.
Right now is the problem is my son's room is way further away than it used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I gotta figure that out. It's like you used to be able to hear him. Now I gotta go out the garage, around into the house, and
Baby
upstairs.
monitor, man.
Nah, I can't find the screen I had for him. That's the problem. Once I find the camera and the screen, it's packed away still in one. Bro, I told you I haven't fully unpacked. I still got boxes.
Yeah.
I still got boxes of stuff, bro. Still got boxes of stuff. So once I find the camera in the screen for it, I will reinstall it. But as it stands right now, I don't have it. So I have to continue. It's not fair to have my kids watching when they gotta wake up and go to school in the morning at like 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? So having them trying to keep an ear or listen out for their brother at 12 o'clock at night while I'm live streaming is
Yeah.
not fair to them.
Nah, they need their sleep.
Yeah, they need their sleep. So
Yeah.
they leave home about 7 o'clock in the morning, bro. They don't get home till about 5 in the afternoon. Yeah.
That's
So
what that's with all the extracurriculars, huh?
yep. And
Yeah.
shit, bro. No, they get out at 3:30.
Oh
They get out
dang.
of school at 3:30. By the time they get in the car, it's 3:45. And by the time we get home, man, it's about 5 o'clock.
Oh, the commute. Okay.
The traffic.
I thought you were saying like they was done with whatever they was doing at 5, like if they had like
They
band
get out. They
practice
get
or
out of
something like
school.
that.
They get out of school at 3:30. Now with the extracurriculars, bro, they might not get home till 9.
Oh dang.
Yeah, it's like my son when he's in band, bro. They get out at 6:30.
Okay.
Practice is over at 6:30. My daughter, she on yearbook, so they meet till about 7.
Yeah.
You know, and then
I
like I
was in your
said,
group.
school is about 35 miles away.
Yeah.
So roughly about 30 miles. Yeah, it's roughly about 30 miles away.
Yeah.
Things we do for our kids to get a great education.
Gotta do it.
Gotta do it.
Especially nowadays, man. Look, if you got a good school, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say all the teachers, but you got a few teachers that actually really give a D about your kids. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I was about to say. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The word, you know what I'm saying? That yeah.
I hear
Rhymes
you.
with ham, you know what I'm saying? Rhymes with
Mhm.
ham, which starts with a D. You know what I'm saying? If you got a few of those people, like especially in public school, like I know private school, they look most of those teachers there, you know, but yeah,
Yeah, I know. I know. You ain't gotta say nothing. I
yeah,
know. But no, here they get, you know, great education here. You know, it's a public school.
okay,
You know what I mean? It's a public school, but it's not your average public school. They
yeah.
are they are 5 diamond certified. They are one of the top. Let me see, where does Diamond Bar rank across the country?
Raider Paul is in the building talking about Jackson Dart. You know what? Actually, hey Paul, I gotta get into some of these prospects. If you want to drop some of these prospects in there that you guys want me to take a look at, and I'll give you my Raider gospel on them. You know, drop them in the chat. Definitely do it after the live. You know what I'm saying? Because I can actually go back and read those ones. So if I miss one, that means I obviously, you know. But if it's after the live and you comment, I can actually it's on there. So if you guys got some names, I'll definitely look at them. Um, I was looking at a defensive tackle, um, and I kind of like what I see, but I got to look at some other things before I fully put my, you know what I'm saying, Raider Twuan stamp on it. Um, but yeah, definitely stay tuned.
So out of the 7,000 schools, 8,000 schools, they rank 408.
Okay.
They're number 21 in LA and number 56 in California. That's actually down. They used to be higher. They used to be higher. What year is that? Yeah. But still, all there's other schools they private schools. A lot of the schools that are ranked higher than them are private schools. So, but no, they used to be higher. They used to be way higher. When my oldest son went there, they was like number 20.
Okay.
But now, I mean, 408 out of like 8,000. That's still top. That's still a top school. So, but yeah, that's where they go because truthfully, it's the best school close to us that is free. But yeah. Anyway, I'm about to go lay it down, call it night night.
Yeah.
I'm I am sleepy. I appreciate your hospitality as always, Brody.
You already know,
But
man.
until next time, blessings to everyone in the chat. See y'all when I see y'all. Bye.
All right. Hey, look, I'm about to wrap it up too. You know what I'm saying? We about to be 3 hours in, close to 3 hours. Um, and I appreciate all you guys for coming in. Remember, you guys, hit that like button. It helps us get it.
Fucking Stizan. Stizan. Twan. Hey, Twan. Hit that like button. Why? Because I like you.
Yeah, it helps to get it out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So definitely do your part. Hit that like button. Why? Because I like you. Hey, we talked about the game. We talked about a whole lot of stuff on this live. You guys stay tuned for all my content that comes up. Upcoming after the game is Who Ate the Brown Crackers, which is when I talk about the top players or top player, I think, of the game. And then Wednesday, I will be doing my 2 for 1 Nation podcast right here at Raider Twuan Wednesday at 5 p.m. So you do not want to miss that. And again, I do the game plan. You're here at the game plan. I typically do those Fridays or Saturday just based on my schedule. But definitely that's why you need to make sure when you subscribe, you hit that notification bell so you're notified when I do go live. You guys remember, you're a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. And let's go, Raiders.
What up, Lo?
Hey, Raider Twuan here. You must watch one of my videos or lives. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and it's right there. Or if you want to watch one of my videos, watch it right there. And let's go, Raiders.